and not stir up the sediments. So although there is a magazine beach, which as implies it used to be a swimming beach, very popular swimming beach, but there you would have to find a technological way of either adding new sand or kind of so that when you enter the water, you don't stir up the sediments.
Yeah. No, I was looking on the website. You have pictures of the beach as it was, I guess, like 100 years ago, and people just like, hey, you know, doing what we today go out to the coast to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And many people still in Cambridge today, it would be hard for them to find a way to go to the ocean.
Yeah.
And really, we really need the Charles River as a place to swim. So that's what we're working on.
Yeah. I love looking at those old pictures of the way Cambridge used to be, because we have so much history here going back hundreds of years. And you know, we were around at the beginning of the, you know, when the camera was first invented. And like, I've seen some other pictures on the Historical Commission's website of, you know, down Central Square and Mass Ave, and you also see people used to apparently walk on the street as opposed to park cars in it.
Yes. Well, I mean, you know, there's a wonderful example of that, and MDC and our DCR deserves a lot of credit for that. Yeah. A lane of parking has been removed on Memorial Drive. Yeah. So as you drive eastward on Memorial Drive, you can now see the water and you can see Beacon Hill, and they actually made the grass, the parklands wider. Yeah. And that is an amazing vision for that you very rarely see, that roads are being reduced and more green space, and eventually they will add another bicycle path. Yeah. So Cambridge really has one of a unique example of how to make the parklands better.
So is the beach next for the DCR then?
Well, I'm not sure it will be a beach. I think it will be first, we will continue to do the races, and then maybe some regular swims, and then maybe some platforms. A beach also requires a lot of staff, which of course is a cost issue. So we're kind of looking at way making that swimming gradually possible. Also for students, MIT students have to take a swimming test in order to graduate. So we're looking at ways of gradually bringing back the swimming. We have to overcome a lot of prejudice against it. Because there's this song, Love That Dirty Water, which they sing it each time a Boston team wins a game, which is a powerful song, even if the water is clean now. So you have to overcome that perception.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of people have concerns about the water quality and whether or not it's safe to swim there, and whether or not it'd be safe to swim there, you know, repeatedly and over time.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, people used to swim in the river until 1955, and the water quality was 10, 20 times worse than it was today. It was just people didn't know it. Yeah. Somebody once said that after 1700, it was really not safe to swim in the river, but it is safe now. So perception is a big issue.
And how do they ensure the safety of it now? What are the tests coming back at? How is it monitored?
Well, the Charles River Conservancy, we plan to test the water once a day in the summer. Okay. The organization that has really deserves the credit for doing amazing work on water quality and water testing is the Charles River Watershed Association, and they test every month. And so also a bit more frequent in the summer, but we really want to do it daily and maybe hourly even, so we know exactly how rain affects the water and the swimming, because we want to show that the public health is taken seriously. Yeah. So that's what we're working on as well.
Good.
Yeah. Well, we have only a few more minutes, but I wanted to kind of explore how you see the connection between high tech, because in a way that is your field, professional expertise, and that's what you're trying to bring more to Cambridge. And I always felt that people who are on the edge of innovation, they also want a beautiful place. Do you see a connection there?
A connection between the high tech and
in a way the beauty of a place like Cambridge with the river and the parklands, that the two kind of seek each other out.
Oh yeah, I think that just from my experience, when you're doing work, it's nice to be the the surroundings around you kind of reflect on your own mental state and how productive you are. And I think that one of the benefits of being in Cambridge is that you have a lot of resources around us, but it's also a fun place to hang out, and it would be great to bring the beach back and be able to go down to the beach and use your laptop and get some Wi-Fi. And
Exactly. Well, I see you envision that, and somebody once said, being out there on the river, windsurfing or sailing, that is when big ideas come to you. You have the open space and the beauty, and I think there's truth to that. If you have this beautiful space, or you run along the river, you come up with new ideas.
Yeah.
Well, in case you just joined us, this is the Charles River Conservancy Parkland show, and if you missed it, you can go in a few days to YouTube and find it there. You can also go to the Conservancy's website, which is www.thecharles.org, where you can find out about volunteering for the Conservancy, or about swimming, or the skate park, or about running, or the bridges, all the work we do along the Parklands. But none of that work could we do without help of energetic, bright young politicians. So I'm delighted you decided to join the efforts of the City of Cambridge and for help with your services.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thanks so much for having me. It was great to be here.
And we'll be probably talking again maybe 3 or 6 months from now.
Yeah.
And see how the Charles Parklands and the river have changed.
Yeah. It'd be great to hear. Have you had all the city councilors on so far? Or?
I think many of them have been on, and so we're delighted that you joined your colleagues on the Parklands and staying informed about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And we will be on the air normally on Wednesday at 5:30, every other Wednesday. Thank you very much. And this is the Parkland show from the Charles River Conservancy, and I'm Renata von Tscharner. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for tuning in.